Some of them potentially are already broken out, but maybe 2024 is the year they become a world star. Some of them may get big moves, or some of them might revitalise their careers. But I picked up 20 here today across European football. Let me know anybody who I've missed from this list, anybody who I think you think could have a big 2024, and maybe we can come back to this at the end of the year and see if any of you were some footballing geniuses and predicted some stars. So let's begin. Number one, they are also in no particular order, by the way, but number one is Lenny Yoro. The 18-year-old centre-back has been pulling up trees in France this season already, and is one of the key components behind Lyon's usually impressive form and defensive record this season. Yoro has featured in pretty much every Ligue 1 game this season, exhibiting incredible maturity and composure for a teenager. The French under-21 international has been linked with some of the top clubs in Europe, including Chelsea, Man United and Liverpool in the Premier League, as well as Real Madrid and PSG on the continent. So I suspect in 2024 you will hear a lot more about this talented kid. Number 2, Yoan Baek. Bakayoko almost made the switch to a Premier League last summer, but rejected a £34 million offer from Brentford. Instead, the winger has stuck around at PSV Eindhoven, sparkling in the Champions League this season with impressive outings against Arsenal in particular. The tricky left-footed Belgian has already produced over 10 goal contributions in the Eredivisie this season, adding to the 10 he managed last term. The 20-year-old has been linked with a move to Liverpool, eyed as a potential success to Mo Salah, which I wouldn't be shocked if that happened in 2024. Number 3, Endrick. Endrick's future is already certain. The 17-year-old will be joining Real Madrid next summer. The two-cap Brazil international will continue with Palmeiras until the end of the European season, but will soon team up with the likes of Jude Bellingham and compatriots Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. The forward has been mightily impressive in South America, consistently producing goals for Palmeiras at youth and senior level, and Madrid have paid very big money for him. So let's see if he can step up despite his young age in his first year in European football. Number 4, Romeo Lavia. Given that he was all hugely impressive for Southampton last season, and given that Chelsea have already splashed a whopping £58 million to acquire him, it's a stretch to say that Lavia needs to break through at this point. But with the Blues midfield pairing of Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez struggling to gel, the pressure on him to perform will be immense, and this could be a make or break year for the young Belgian. He's an excellent tackler who reads the game extremely well, but just 19 still has plenty to learn and may need to do it very quickly indeed. If he can figure out how to get the best of his impressive technical skill and start generating chances for his team as well, he could soon look like one of the best young players in the world. But if he struggles, then he runs the risk of being branded a flop years before most young players would expect to be judged. A big 2024 ahead. Number 5, Ahmed Diop. The young Voran was sublime on loan at Sunderland last season, but has been stuck on the sidelines with injuries since the summer, but could be exactly what United need to inject some threat into their forward line in 2024. Fast, dangerous in the box, and brilliant at beating his man, Diallo offers so much of what Erik ten Hag's team lack up front. Penetration, pace, and the ability to bring teammates into play. With Garnacho, Bacci, would be a mistake, but he would make some championship contender very happy. Number 6, Rooney Ba, just gonna call him Rudy. A player who was already idolised by football manager players across the globe, Rooney truly announced himself to the world with a dramatic league winner against Man United in the Champions League this season. The Copenhagen winger slammed his volley into the ground and beyond Andre Onana, securing a famous 4-3 victory for the Danes. The 18-year-old has already amassed over 70 appearances for Copenhagen, with the likes of United, Chelsea and Spurs doing their best to capture his signature in the past. This might be the year, 2024, where Rooney truly explodes onto the global stage, after years of hype. Number 7, Vitor Roque. Similarly to Endrick, Atletico Paranaense forward Roque is heading to La Liga giant, although he has rocked up at Barcelona rather than Real Madrid. Having been prolific in South America, the 18-year-old made his first Brazil appearance in March 2023 before securing a £52 million switch to Xavi's side. Barcelona have been struggling so much in front of goal that Roque's move has been forced to be brought forward to January, meaning he is now with the squad and he could have a huge impact in the second half of this season for Barcelona. If not, well, he still has the rest of 2024 to really establish himself as one of the best young forwards in the world. Number 8, Joao Neves. Yet another youngster plucked from the Benfica Academy of Excellence, Neves is the latest starlet making waves in Lisbon. The 19-year-old centre midfielder has already managed 3 caps for Portugal, impressing in a deep-lying role. Scouts from the likes of Man United, Arsenal and Liverpool have already been in attendance to watch Neves in the flesh, as he sees the next time to leave Benfica for a hefty fee. Where he will actually leave in 2024, I don't know if he will go, but one thing's for sure is he's going to start making some headlines this year, especially if he goes and stars at Euro 2024. Number 10, Ousmane Diomande. Gonzalo Inacio may be the Sporting centre-back set for a big move this winter, but his fellow defender Diomande is certainly one to watch. The Voran has been a regular starter for the Portuguese side this season, and reportedly boasts a £70 million release clause in his contract. The 19-year-old has been subject to interest from Arsenal and Chelsea, the former even having supposedly lodged a bid during the summer, and it seems only a matter of time before Europe's top clubs start circling the defender more vigorously. Number 11, Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna's situation is fascinating. Despite struggling for minutes at Borussia Dortmund, Reyna is still one of the most talented youngsters out there. If Reyna doesn't get a move in January, there will be questions on how much playing time will impact his development and also his fitness and importance in the summer for the Copa America, the first time US will enter it. That's a tournament where if Raina is healthy, he needs to be involved. Raina could move this year and revitalise his career and show the world again he is one of the best youngsters in the world. But if he does not, then his career could take a major tumble. Number 12, Jadon Sancho. Similarly, 2024 is a big year for Jadon Sancho. Dortmund are set to confirm that Sancho has rejoined the club on a 6-month loan deal in the coming days, 2.5 years after moving to Man United for £73 million. At the time, the transfer was portrayed as a major coup for the Red Devils. However, Sancho's demise has been truly shocking. He's gone from star signing to banished at Old Trafford in a little over 2 years, amid constant allegations of unprofessional behaviour. Everyone has their opinions on who is to blame. However, a parting of ways was both inevitable and sensible. It It's certainly hard to see another top club taking a chance on Sandro if he fails to make the most of his second chance at Dortmund. He used to love playing in front of the yellow wall, and the fans are eagerly awaiting his return too, while Edin Terzic's team could do with a lift right now. But as ever, everything depends on Sandro's frame of mind. This feels like the right move at the right time, and 2024 is a make or break year for Jadon Sancho's career. Number 13, Samuel Omadon. Samuel Omadon, or Samu, may not have been on your radar, but in 2024 you will definitely hear about him. A modest 5 goals in La Liga is unlikely to impress you, but there is an excitement swirling around the potential of the 19-year-old. After Atletico Madrid signed him from Granada this summer, Sammy was instantly loaned out to Deportivo Alaves until the end of the season, and he has shown he is ready to mix it with the big boys. Standing at 6'4", Sammy's pace and strength are more reflective of a seasoned peak age striker than a teenager in his first season in Spain's top flight. He is not an all-action number 9, nor is he the most clinical finisher across Europe. However, Samu's tendency to arrive in areas to score ensures he gets goals. One example of this was Samu's goal against Barcelona, the fastest goal conceded by Barcelona in a home league match in the 21st century. The teenager might not be on the move this January, but should Atleti wish to grant Samu another loan in the summer, there should be plenty of clubs keeping an eye on his performances, and I wouldn't be surprised if he breaks into the Atletico Madrid first team in 2024. Number 14, Matheus Sula. No player in Europe's top 5 leagues, not Leroy Sané, nor Kivija Kvaratskhelia or Jeremy Doku, not even Kylian Mbappe, has dribbled past more opponents this season than the 20-year-old Argentine right-winger Matheus Sula. By comparison, Juventus, the club that sent Sula out on loan to Frosinone this season, complete just 7 take-ons per match as an entire team. He's 7th for expected goals and perched atop the entire league for shot-creating actions. Oh yeah, he's also scored 8 goals. When you realise he's doing all of this for an attack that's barely above relegation tier, you probably realise how talented he is. That kind of output makes it tough to believe reports that Juve are willing to shop him around, but no matter where he lands next, you'll be hearing a lot more about Sule soon. Number 15, Jean-Claude Debo, Nice. This man looks nailed on to move in 2024, and it wouldn't be a transfer window without a talented Liga and centre-back making a move to a top 5 European league, would it? Debo looks set to be the next one. That pathway is more than trodden. Benoit Badiashile, William Saliba, Axel Disasi, Naif Aguirre, Botman, Loic Bade, Simakun, Gabriel, Fofana, Koundé have all cut their teeth in France's top tier before moving on. And as I said, Nice's Jean-Claude Debo should be the next name on that list in 2024. Debo joined Barca from Toulouse in 2019 but had 3 loans and then a loan to Nice in February 2021 before joining permanently that summer. He played 70 of 78 league games across 2 seasons as Nice finished 5th and then 9th. Debo and Dante have been the bedrock of Nice's excellent start to this season. The headline is they went unbeaten in their first 13 games, kept 10 clean sheets and only conceded 4. Dante has called his partner well-rounded, adding that he has found real balance in his game. His manager joked in the summer that rumours about Debo's departure was so strong that Nice developed antibodies against them. History tells us they will not stay rumours though, but it will take a sizable fee for Nice to part with a player. They have contracted for another 3 years, but don't be surprised if Debo starts turning into a Saliba type in 2024. Number 60, Miguel Gutierrez. Not only do Girona keep on winning in this season. They keep on evolving. Now, sitting top of the league with Real Madrid on 48 points, 7 clear of Barcelona and 10 of Atletico Madrid. Their astonishing start to the season has been built on fluid possession football and constant shape-shifting. Few have been as fearless in that regard as Miguel Gomez, a player seemingly able to squirm out of any position. Unfazed by opposition pressure, Miguel is two-footed and light on his feet. Like most modern fullbacks, Miguel inverts into midfield to receive passes. With such a versatile skill set, Miguel helps keep Girona fresh, and despite his young age, he has proven a reliable player. It is easy to understand why top Premier League clubs are on high alert, although Real Madrid have kept 50% of his rights after his 2022 move to Girona and have first refusal on any potential move. Don't be shocked if this man is ending 2024 playing for Real Madrid. Number 17, Anthony Nusa. It can be a risky game to build up a teenage talent. For some players, the hype is justified. For others, it adds undue weight that can be overbearing. Club Brugge's Anthony Nusa appears to be thriving under the breach. Upon him, the 18-year-old has already clocked over 1,000 minutes in the Belgian Pro League, scored in the Champions League, and earned a handful of international caps for Norway. When watching Nusa, you can understand why. His strength is running with the ball at his feet, with no attacking midfielder or winger in Belgium's top division, averaging higher than Nusa's take-ons per 90 this season. Alongside some injury niggles, Nusa's minutes are rightfully being managed by his club, with just 6 league starts this season, but his potential is rapidly growing. With the Belgian Pro League being a hotbed for young talent, the obvious next question is whether Nusa can show similar promise within a stronger league. The teenager confirmed that Chelsea tried to sign him at the end of the summer transfer window, and interest from other clubs continues to be rife. In truth, the most sensible option would be to continue his development in Belgium for a little longer, but the temptation of snapping up such an exciting attacking talent might prove too great for some of Europe's elite sides, and I would be stunned if Nusa is playing. I wouldn't be stunned if Nusa is playing in the top league by the end of 2024. Number 18, Vangelis Pavlidis. There tends to be a natural skepticism about recruiting from the Eredivisie, but with goal-scoring number 9s back in fashion, AZ Alkmaar's Vangelis Pavlidis could be viewed by many clubs in 2024 as a worthwhile risk. The 25-year-old is in his third season at AZ, recording 25 plus goals and assists in the previous 2 seasons, with goal tallies of 20 and 17. This campaign he has already hit 18 league goals, none of them penalties, joint top with Feyenoord's Santiago Jimenez, and he has scored over half of AZ's total goals. And including his 3 Europa Conference League goals, he has already had his best goal-scoring season at senior level. Pavlidis has all the raw materials of a top striker. He can drop off 4 ball wide, finish crosses, one touch, link play, press the back line and run in behind. He has as many right-footed shots as left-footed shots in the league this season, and that variety makes him effective against any opposition. In fact, he scored in 10 consecutive Eredivisie games earlier this year, the first person to do so since Wilfred Boney a decade ago. Only once in the league this season has he failed to register a shot, and his consistent European performances prove he can make the jump. And I suspect with a number of clubs searching for number 9s, Pavlidis will be mentioned a lot more in 2024. Number 19, Jonas Wind. Now, Wolfsburg currently are not all that good, and that explains why to an extent Jonas Wind's goal scoring went unnoticed earlier in the season. By the end of September, Wind had scored 7 times in 6 games, However, the second issue, the quality of the team around him and their deteriorating form, describes why win ratio has dropped to 9 in 16. There is a supply problem, or at least trouble with how Wolfsburg are functioning as a side. But there is also an issue of image in that Win does not score pretty goals. Rebounds, tap-ins, headers that just creep over the line. That is more his game. Physically, he is quite bullish and bustling, so the impression can be of a clumsy or unrefined forward. Looking beyond that though, Win's goal scoring speaks to the different ways in which he can score, and he's also a fine penalty taker too, and really good at movement. Put him in a better side, perhaps one who enjoys more control and possession, and most likely all Win's virtues should multiply. Just like Pavlidis, he's a name you will hear a lot more of in 2024 due to the elite striker shortage. And finally, number 20 is Rayan Cherki. Rayan Cherki's abilities are hardly unknown, but such has been the catastrophe in Lyon this season, both on and off the pitch, that keeping one of Europe's most effortlessly talented players is no longer the priority. The club need cash, and his expiring contract is a growing concern for the club. Still just 20, Cherki plays with audacity and freedom that has largely been drilled out of the modern game. He is a maverick blessed with an ability to control a ball, extremely two-footed. He can strike through the ball or cushion it, and is also able to rip through the gears to burst past opponents. An elegant dribbler bursting with flicks and tricks, and a creative passer. There are few more complete attacking players in the world when Cherki is in the mood. Finding his rhythm consistently has not always been easy, and Cherki has been moved across a struggling team this season, operating on both flanks and through the middle. Despite his interrupted game time, however, no Lyon player has taken more touches in the attacking third this season, and only Lacazette has taken more shots, and Maxime Cacalet created more chances. Even when things are not quite clicking, Cherki is always fizzing away. There are aspects of his game that need to be improved, but the talent can hardly be more obvious. And with his contract running out in 2024, expect just about every top team on the continent to be linked to Cherki in 2024. So there we go. Those are 20 players you need to watch out for in 2024. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video.